Yo, yo, here we go. And I'm only here for you. I'm only here because of you guys. Damn sure don't feel like doing shit today. I don't know about you guys. Man, with the way the world is going, man, it's like, what the fuck kind of world is this shit? It's fucking cray cray. This shit is cray cray. For real. You know? I can't even afford to win anything. But how's everybody doing today? You guys notice a lower quality in life and slash everybody else having a lower quality of life and the world kind of being a lot shittier and depressing. Bringing me down because, personally, I like myself. No, I mean, personally, I could be a lot worse. Personally, I love my teeth. Oh, man. Americans are going hungry in the wealthiest country in the world. Wealthy for who? Wealthy for who? The politicians? The CEOs and corporations? The shareholders? Who? The controllers? The conspirators? The actual conspirators. And let me tell you, first they wiped out all the mom and popses. Now their own corporations, all owned by Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street, even they're all going out because they don't need them anymore. Again, they created the money out of thin air and called it a debt. Okay? That's how your money's created. You don't even know that, people, for the most part of you fucking retards. Tyler Robinson's gun couldn't shoot. Everything's wrong with our food. The U.S. is still conducting illegal strikes on alleged drug boats in all of near Venezuela, Cuba, etc., the Caribbean states or islands or whatever the fuck you guys call it. Billionaires are cutting jobs and taking over the government. How? Oh, yeah, that's. All the fast food corporations, companies are going out of business because people are broke. They can't afford them, especially when they raise prices and you get less. And it's not even food anymore. It's insane. You got to eat 2 carrots to get the same, or 3 carrots today to get what the nutrition you got in 1 years ago. It's just ridiculous. Wait till you have no gasoline to put in your really cool truck or cars or Suburban or generator. It's like their it's like they're intentionally wiping out all of the infrastructure, so you can't have any gasoline anymore. So we can't have it anymore. You'll be forced onto their grid. That's not cool. That sounds in line with the digital prison. All that connected. It's insane control. It's an insane prison. Oh shit! Did I forget that? Oh, I hate it when I do that. Jesus. Oh yeah, where's the one where you? Shit, where did I put that fucking video? That's the best video. I'll be right back, chat. Hold on a second. Let's see. Phoenix Side Crew. Oh, here it is. All right. This one's good. It's crazy, man. It's nice to see some of these people waking up. Bub Scout, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks. Yo, maybe you got a couple kittens for me, bro. That's a great question. How long can diesel store last? I don't know, but let's just say when I was growing up, my grandfather had his own gas tank underground back by the woodshed. He'd go fill up his El Camino, his 70 or something like that, El Camino, right in his own fucking yard. He'd have a truck come and fill it up and shit. Back in the day, they wanted you to kind of be free back then. Parvo, we lost 7 souls. Heartbreaking. It is. Oh man, that sucks, bro. Yeah. I wish I had a couple kittens right now. I mean, I love my dog too. That just adopted me. Walked right by my house and said, "Wait, I like this motherfucker. I think I want to live here and stay here." That's what happened here with Buddy. I call him Buddy because my little buddy. He's like my little best friend. Although he gets so excited in the morning, I got to leave him outside. He just constantly wants to play fetch. He's completely addicted to fetch, fetching sticks, bones, sticks, whatever the fuck. At first it was bones, and then he was like, it had to be a fucking bone. And I'm like, what do you, it's the same thing. Just, it's a stick. Just throw that. And he wanted to play so bad. He finally got on and said, now he'll fetch anything. He was just weird. Got to listen for the coffee so I don't let it overflow. Yeah, that would be so cool to have a couple kittens. Shit, I could probably have 3-4 of them, dude, at the most, man. It'd be fucking insane, dude. I love watching them play. But there's so many fucking mice and rats and little critters running around that they would love to hunt and eat. They could eat naturally. I don't know. There's a lot of crickets. I wish maybe I have to get some chickens so they eat these crickets. Those are, hold on. Oh, shit. What's the matter? Who is that? Who is that? Watch it. Who is it? Who's that? Watch it. Good man. Who's that? Who is it? Oh, man. Cute dog. You still have plenty of left ones to love you and shit? Do you still have some kittens to love you still, at least alive, or cats? You said there was a lot of them. Oh. Maybe I'll have to get some chickens to eat crickets and shit. But yeah, that'd be so cool to have little kittens running around here. And cats in general are fucking cool. It'd be cool if they got along with the dog and he kind of played with them growing up, and I like fostered him, became a little fostered brother or whatnot. Anyway, yeah, we need something to. These fuckers are loud at night, man, and the walls or something, dude. These mice or rats or something, man. It's so fucking annoying. It is annoying. Real loud. So how's everybody else doing today? Yeah, I'm not sure how long my grandfather had gas in those tanks and whatnot. I didn't really even pay attention to that because at the time I was a kid. Even when I wasn't a kid, I didn't really pay much attention to it. But I mean, I grew up there and shit on it. But I mean, I would go there in the summers. But yeah, I mean, shit. Amazon, the economic wrecking ball. Yeah, all of them. It's fucking crazy. Cargo time, huh? Oh, so April 26th, Sunday, 12:14 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, man.
Okay. Why is everything a subscription? Why did I just realize that I subscribe to things that I'm double, triple, and quadruple subscribed to? Why is everything a subscription? Why, when I buy something, can it just not be a one time purchase? Why am I now subscribed to it forever? And believe me, I would love to be better at looking at my credit cards, but I'm not. I have 6 kids. I pay for a lot of stuff. I don't know who's subscribed to what. I don't know. Can somebody please help me and tell me why currently everything in my life is a subscription that costs somewhere between $12.99 and $22?
Because what Klaus Schwab said, it's an agenda. It's their intention for everyone to own nothing and be happy. It's a takeover. It's a robbery. It's a theft. It's criminal. And you have to wake up a lot of people to stop it.
$99 a month. Thanks.
The past few years, all of this has really been gaining traction. You know, there is the system now that just promotes renting, financing, a subscription-based access to almost everything over true ownership. And all those costs add up. And at the end of the day, you don't own any of these items.
Yeah.
You ever look around and realize that you're paying monthly just to exist? Like,
Wow.
not to live comfortably, not to build wealth, but just to be here.
Pay attention, folks. Pay attention today. Okay? America is starting to become aware of their own enslavement. A lot of them. Not all. And not even many. I wish it was more.
You don't own your time. You don't own your
But some are waking up.
home. Hell, half of us don't even own our own car. But we damn sure own the stress. They've literally turned life into a subscription box.
It's great that everything's a subscription now. Everything's just a rental. It's fantastic. I love that. Didn't have to do a whole lot to convince everybody to be okay with it. They just went, instead of charging you one time for Photoshop, we're going to charge you 3/4 of the price of Photoshop every month for the rest of your life until you die. And we all went, that sounds great. Thank you so much. Printers on subscription services now, because printing was already so easy. May as well get an app involved. You get 15 pages of printing free until you hit a paywall. And now you got to pay a monthly fee to use a physical object already in your house on paper that you already purchased. There are some garage door openers that are on subscription services now. Now you have to rent the ability to open a door in a house that you own, or more likely in a house that you rent. You are renting the ability to open doors in the house.
How dumb do you have to be to buy a garage door where you have to have a subscription? Okay? It's insane. You best get out of fucking some wood and shit first, okay? And build one.
That you rent. Even better. Did you guys know that medical software is on a subscription too? The software that doctors need to use the machines to do neurosurgery.
Oh, wait till you hear this shit. Holy shit.
Sometimes doctors will go into neurosurgery and go, oh shit, our subscription needs to be renewed. We need to get our account manager on the phone before we can do neurosurgery. The last person I want involved in my neurosurgery is a member of the sales team, okay? We have to get a guy named Matt on a Teams call before you guys can operate. It's gone downhill. The fact that everything's on subscription now makes me really confused when people are optimistic about brain chips. They're going to advertise it by being like, now you can see the world how dogs see the world. But little do you know that now dog vision is the lowest tier subscription that you can have. And if you want to see like a human again, that's another $18.99 a month. After you took the bait and fell for dog vision, they're going to put taste and smell on dynamic pricing.
We are being actually fleeced by companies. The last 2 cars that I owned had remote start capabilities from my remote. It was something that came with the car. I never had to pay, continue paying extra for it. We got a used Toyota Sienna this year. It's 2021. And I asked about remote start and they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I was like, great, show me how to do it for my key. And they're like, no, not that way. You're going to download our Toyota app and you're going to pay $10 a month so that you can remote start your car. No. This is the part. I love technology. And then I'm also like, this is screwing us because they are starting to be able to charge us more for things that used to just come with a car.
It's like they're just trying to grab you by the ankles and flip you upside down and shake all the money out of your pockets and stick vacuum cleaners up your pockets and shit. It's like they're vacuum cleaning money. They're nickel and diamond everybody for every little thing. They're adding more and more and more, and it all adds up on the slave consumer, the tax cattle.
This isn't news. It's just something that's bugging me this morning.
Why is everything a subscription now? Because first it was just...
But they don't have any money for anybody here in the U.S. For all the taxes they steal, but they have billions of dollars every day to fight Iran for Trump's ego and Netanyahu.
Just Netflix, and it was like, okay, fine, that's chill. Now you have to have every single network, like HBO, Hulu, Netflix, like everything just to watch the one show that you want to watch because every single show is on a different platform now. Also, it's not even just like streaming networks anymore. Because tell me why Snapchat has had this subscription for like a year and now they're literally selling it for 99 cents for an entire year because that's how desperate they are. They just want $1 out of everything. I'm not even kidding when I say that you can buy Snapchat Premium for McDonald's points. Like, I am so serious. What is going on?
This is my final straw in capitalism. So the printer that I bought with money and the paper that I supply with it that costs money, the ink that I supply it with costs money, and the house that I have to plug it into, the Wi-Fi that I use to connect it to, the phone that I use to print said things to.
Oh yeah, you might not want to connect it to the mother cloud that can suck all your info.
That all cost money.
Start controlling your shit. Don't get online.
I can't use the printer unless I have a subscription to it. You have to have a subscription to said printer to use the printer that I already bought with money. I know life is just a bunch of subscriptions.
It's crazy. This shit is crazy. And guess who's doing it? All these CEOs who are making millions and not paying their employees enough to live. That's who. The employees. It's the CEOs and corporations that wiped out the middle class via lobbying the politicians. And the banks via inflation, hidden tax on everyone, on everyone's time.
At this point, we subscribe to the air that we breathe. But a printer? $5 a month. $5 a month to print things that I already bought. The printer already bought. Printer paid for. Ink paid for. Paper paid for. Phone paid for.
Well, you got to go old school with everything, and then they'll try to make that illegal. They're already trying to make classics illegal in fucking California when it's just none of their business to tell anybody what they're allowed to do in the first place, and nobody can seem to understand the elephant in the room.
For Wi-Fi paid for, electricity paid for.
That's the elephant in the room. You, as a stranger in this world, don't have the authority to tell your fellow man what to do or ban things from them. You have no, or anything. You should be hung where you stand for even trying.
Printer, subscription. My last straw. This is it.
I hate that everything is a subscription now. Like, there are some things that are not meant to be a subscription, like features that are built into your car.
Like your life is not meant to. Your lives, our lives are not meant to be a subscription, folks. You have to stop these fucking pedophiles, or they won't stop. Or they don't stop coming. Predators don't stop coming for you just because you deflected them a few times. You have to kill them.
To be a subscription. Ink for your printer, not meant to be subscription. Why does it seem like every single business is now trying this business model? Like, I get you want to make money more than anything in the world. And I get there is people who are willing to pay for a subscription. But like, can we just not? And I saw like McDonald's is now saying they're not making enough money every month. $10, they're going to become Panera and do like the sip of the month thing that Panera is trying. And there's going to be a subscription service at McDonald's.
I feel like they've successfully subscriptionified our entire lives. Like, really, when you think about it, pretty much everything now is a subscription. Literally just existing is a subscription. Oh, do you want to be alive for another month? Pay our monthly fees. All of your basic necessities in life have become a subscription. Even like your rent. It's a monthly fee that you pay that you have to renew at the end of the year. And then they're just going to increase the price with absolutely no improvements to the product. And you have no choice because you don't want to move or it's too expensive to. Even your subscriptions have become a subscription. It's just like, oh, are you having a hard time paying your monthly subscriptions? Well, here's an app to finance your monthly subscriptions through a monthly subscription. There's no escaping it. And by the way, they're not done. They're just getting started. Everything is, they're going to start having like subscription babies, subscription spouses, where you just.
Wait, maybe they already got that.
They give you like a checkbox and you order one in the mail and then you can have the option to renew after a year if you don't like it. Which that actually sounds kind of good now that I think about it.
When people say that they are tired of being squeezed dry, this is what we mean. So it is pollen season in Virginia. So every single day, your car has a fresh green coat of pollen just covering the car. Also last night, a bird decided to just crap all over my car, like everywhere. So
Totally
great,
uncool.
right? So I live near a really big 7-Eleven, and they have the buckets with the window like washer. And I utilize that a lot because my car also is having an issue with like the washer fluid, like for the wipers, is not spraying properly. So like it doesn't really do anything. So tell me why 7-Eleven during pollen season has taken out all of those buckets with the free soapy water for you to wash your windshield, because they want you to pay $9 minimum for their fucking car wash. This is what we mean. It's like getting squeezed dry in every fucking direction.
Yeah.
So it's like, nope. Let alone
Everybody's getting fucked from every angle, squeezed like a fucking sponge and a vice.
that you pay for gas and that you go in the convenience store and buy something from the convenience store, that's not enough. They take away the washer fluid when they know everyone needs it because of pollen season. So let's just force everyone to pay a $9 minimum to go through the car wash.
World.
I'm just so fucking annoyed. And it's that 1,000 times a day. It's not just the $9 car wash. It's that then when I go to this place, this is going to be an extra $10. This is going to be an extra $5. And it adds up and up and up and up and up. And then you just can't win. You just are blood dry from every direction.
Because it's like my old grandmother used to say, you can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. You can't win in a rigged system when the system's already rigged against you.
How many things are we paying for now that used to be free, or at least considered basic human rights? A lot. More than most people realize. And this didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly, then all at once. We used to live in a world where certain things were considered commons, shared, public, or just part of being human, like information, community, nature, time, even basic survival needs. Now, almost everything comes with a monthly fee. Let's be real about what we're paying for. We pay for information, news is paywalled, research is locked behind subscriptions, even weather apps want a premium plan. We pay for connection, dating apps, networking groups, community spaces. We're paying to find each other. We pay to exist online, cloud storage, software, streaming, security, verification. We don't buy things anymore, you rent access. We pay for convenience, delivery fees, service fees, convenience fees, the skip the line fees. We're paying to save time in a system that leaves us with no time. We pay to be in nature, parks, beaches, trails. Land that used to be open is now gated, owned, and monetized. And then there are the big ones, the ones that hit the nerve, like water, shelter, healthcare, education. The basics required to stay alive and function in society. Somewhere along the line, those stopped being treated as human necessities and started being treated as revenue streams. Water gets privatized. Housing becomes an investment asset. Healthcare becomes an industry. Education becomes debt. So when did this happen? The shift started decades ago. Privatization picked up speed in the 1980s. Then came the internet. Then came the subscription economy. Then came the you'll own nothing, just pay monthly era. Now we live in an access economy. You don't own much. You just keep paying to exist comfortably. Here's the part people don't talk about enough. When essential systems get handed over to profit-driven structures, everything has to generate revenue, even the things humans literally cannot live without. That doesn't automatically mean some grand coordinated plan, but it does mean incentives matter. If survival needs become markets, then people become customers, not citizens.
See?
And once something becomes a market, it rarely goes back.
Cuckoo for Cocoa
So the
Puff.
real question isn't just why are we paying for everything? The real question is what should be considered a public good and what should be for profit? Different countries draw that line in different places.
They're all so dumb they can never figure out the source of their true problems, the true source of their true problems, the root of the problem.
But everywhere you look, more and more of life is moving behind a paywall. We're not just buying products anymore. We're paying for access to live. And I think a lot of people are starting to feel that. So I'm curious, what's the one thing you're paying for right now that makes you stop and think, wait, why am I paying for this?
I know it's hard, but we say no to subscriptions.
Internet and phone, yeah. Why the fuck are we paying for this shit? All the shit we pay for, insurance, driver license, registration, transfer, title. Why would we have to pay for anything? I don't get it. Property tax, sale. I'm sick of paying sales tax. For what? For what? For what? So you can give it to your pedophile buddy to murder and genocide children? Fuck you.
All the time. And we do have some for certain things, but in reality, when we're going to buy something, if we see that a subscription is a part of it, it's like, no, I'm not even interested anymore.
That's right.
Because now you're just sucking me into a payment. You're sucking me into this model that it's going to take money from my pocket and put more money in your pocket every single month. And no, that's not okay. So a lot of times we will forego certain conveniences because, you know, it's just a trap. It's like a modern day financial trap that we just have to continuously say no to. And again, nothing beats physical ownership. We love going to secondhand stores to get books, to get CDs, to get movies, physical assets. Like I was talking about.
Things they can't cut off and take away. This is how you do with it, with everything in your lives, because no one else counts. They're not real. You're real. They're not. They're just a fraud, an illusion that they create of themselves to try to delude everybody. Powers that shouldn't be. With pedophiles that shouldn't be.
About before, we are such a proponent of having physical things because when you have it in your possession, nobody can take that away. I mean, look, there are books that have been banned from online access, right? And we have those physical copies. We have them. And nobody can take that away, okay? So again, knowledge, all the knowledge on the internet, if the internet goes down, you don't have access to so much information anymore, right? You used to have encyclopedias, all kinds of books with resources and information. All that just vanished.
Everybody's room and the library of their houses, they'd have a library in everybody's house. That's right.
Yes, you know, so really think about
it. Back in the day, everybody had a library in their house. Yeah, that's right. And all kinds of other shit. Gardens and green rooms and all kinds of shit.
About that. Keep those things in mind. If you want to see some of our favorite books that we like to have on hand, I'll put the links down in the description box below. We have a lot of preparedness, different types of items that we are just really fond of always having. So you'll find that all down there if you are interested. Definitely check that out. But, you know, if we all keep going down this path, people are just going to continue to own less and less. And you want to have more things in your possession. You want to have physical ownership of things that are of value, of worth. And if you just keep subscribing to services and keep subscribing to things that you want to at
least make them physically come out and burn it themselves instead of just being able to hit a button digitally.
Access, you're just going to continue going down this trap, and it is not good and it does not end well. So let me know what you think down below. Share your thoughts and comments. I really would love to hear from all of you. I'm also on Instagram and Rumble. I'll put the links down for all of that below so you can follow me on those different platforms as well. Thank you for watching.
What's up, Bub Scat? Another perspective. Don, Conrad. Yeah, the sales tax is like 7-8% in this bitch in the US. It's always been high as fuck. It's insanity. It's goddamn insane. You can't even win something. You donate and win a car, you got to pay the sales tax that you don't even have just to drive it and put it in your name. It's insane. And you didn't even, it's not even income. It's all a scam, dude. The IRS, all these motherfuckers, the government, all these fuckers should be rounded up and executed immediately. It's insane that this gang of pedophiles just goes around ruling everybody as if they're your king or queen or something, you know, like they're the Pope or something. I'm just kidding. Like it's the Spanish Inquisition. And I know you're wishing that they'd go away. Yeah, you'll have more kittens, Bub's cat. I wish I had some kittens too. But hopefully they'd kill some of these fucking birds around here because they're driving me nuts. And mice and rats. Boy, they're fucking everywhere. Loud as shit. Sounds like they're in the walls or something. Fucking mice. Fucking rats, man. You daddy rat. Yeah, right. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, that's including insurance, or is it more even, really? Right? No? Yeah, that's a shit ton, eh? Yeah, it's all a robbery, bro. It's insane, man. Making you buy auto insurance is like you're guilty before proven innocent. It's like somebody in a gang coming along going, you got to buy this imaginary shit, and I'm not going to even fucking, follow through on your policy anyway, even if you did pay everything. You got ripped off, and you got to like it. It's that's government, man. It's really just a gang of criminals, man, that have a monopoly on power and everything. People are brainwashed from day one and indoctrinated by the enemy and raised by the enemy, and to buy into an authority that is a fiction and that is completely criminal and illegitimate. But they're sold from day one and brainwashed every day by the TV programming them to believe that it's a legitimate, non-criminal authority over your lives, and that somehow them being a human and you being a human, somehow they're better than you and they can make the rules over you and rule over you and collect all the money and win and you lose. That's just insane that people buy into this shit. It's bizarre. Yeah, this shit can't be real. Not real. Yeah. Oh, you're better off. You don't want the negative energy from these retards, folks. It's better to not bring it up. It's better to avoid them. I avoid, I'm out here in the middle of the woods in a cabin trying to avoid everybody I can because they're all nuts and their vibrations retarded and low. Cheap. Let me open up a few links, guys, and we'll show some shit, I guess. I don't know. Oops. That looks like a good one, too. I didn't even get to write that one. How about fucking... See. God damn. God damn. Well, shit. That's fucking great. That's so funny. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, boy. Oh, man. They are getting down now. Whoops, whoops. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's see. Let's share some shit.
But none of this seems real, like at all. You've probably heard by now, a suspect armed with knives and guns tried to storm the White House Correspondents' Dinner tonight. The guy's name was Cole Allen, and he was very quickly neutralized by security. But then people online started to do a little bit of noticing. Pause to read. Yeah, I don't know about you, but it's starting to look like one big show, beginning with what Caroline Levitt said right before the start of the event.
It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
This, by the way, is Trump's first time attending the White House Correspondents'
Hey, it's a big fucking joke, ain't it?
Dinner as president, and CNN ran this article a few hours before saying to expect the unexpected. Within an hour of the incident, Trump tweets out a video of the shooter running through the event. Even though still, for some reason, we can't get any moving pictures of Tyler Robinson. Then it turns out the shooter, Cole Allen, worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Very interesting timing given all the UFO stories, so cue the conspiracy theorists on this one. And then there were the reactions, starting with Erica Kirk being Erica Kirk.
I just want to go find you.
Oh, boy.
I have to say, she looks very upset. Way more upset than her husband. Then we got Dana White loving this whole thing.
Started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and
it was just like WWF wrestling back in the night.
And it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
Totally normal reaction to what is supposedly a presidential assassination attempt. But the most ridiculous thing has to be maybe this coordinated influencer campaign saying this is why Trump needs a new ballroom.
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
We officially live in the dumbest timeline ever. I'm sorry, but none of this seems real.
Yeah, it's cray, folks. It's crazier. It's nuttier than squirrel shit. It's nuttier than squirrel shit. And this biatch. How's everybody else doing today? Because, damn, welcome to the shit show. Folks, it's like George Carlin said, if you're born in these times, you got a ticket to the shit show. But if you were born in the U.S., you got a front row seat. You got a front row seat if you were born in the U.S. Okay? Huh?
I'm 30 years old. Not one of my friends has children. Zero. No one. No one's having kids. Do you know how hard you need to abuse a mammal to make them not have children? Like, look, GDP goes up. People have have enough food, and whatever. No one's having kids, and this is across the world. This is across both the West, the East, everywhere it's happening. So why do I not have kids? And the answer to that is I don't really know. This is the weird thing. So there's the thing that happens, especially with even younger than me. Like the kids are like 18 today. There's a huge problem where they don't dance. No one dances. They go to clubs and they don't dance. Why is this? Because you get recorded.
Yeah.
If you're an 18-year-old kid, you go to a club, you get recorded. If you approach a girl and you mess it up, you get recorded. Everything is panopticon now. So if you had to ask me why, my answer is technology. My answer is social media. My answer is AI. My answer is algorithms.
Nerd alert.
Right. I think there's a deep thing where we as a society have not dealt with the fact that we have to steward technology responsibly. We have treated technology as a Wild West.
Absolutely.
Just everyone can do whatever they want.
Again, he doesn't understand the control way above that's going on. He's blaming it on the society. That's how dumb he is. What's up, Robin? How are you doing? Another perspective. Bless you. Hope you're doing well. Bubscat, hope you're doing well. Bless you, brother. Bless you, Don. Bless you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing. Bless you, Tom. Look at Tom. Look at Laggy Tom. The Laginator. The Tominator. The Tominator. Instead of the Terminator. Shout out to the Tominator and the Robinator.
Food used to cost quarters. Food used to cost a couple quarters. Like, yes, we had the quarter bags of chips. It said 25 cents on the bag. Like, they printed them like that. Food used to cost change. And I want us to remember that, because what food has become, especially like the new foods that they're bringing out that are just like weird food-esque things, like the real food used to cost quarters, change. Couple nickels, a couple dimes to get you fed. Like, I'm not kidding you. The concept of bread costing more than $1.50 to me, I have to cope with, because I mean, you used to be able to on sale 75 cents for a loaf of bread. I was born in 96. These memories are from the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like, I'm not that old. Like, I'm not telling you about a time yonder way behind. I'm in this millennium. In my lifetime, food was some change. The other day, I got some, like, I think it was Skittles, something type of snack food. It was like $3.99. $3.99? That used to be like eggs and bread. You think I'm lying? $4 eggs and bread. I'm not lying to you. I'm not. I actually was lying. I went and checked. In the year 2005, eggs and bread would have cost you $2.25. Not even $4. Not even $4. Wow.
And close. $2.25 and not $4.
I just walked out of Whole Foods and I'm sad because
all I got was like some apples, oranges, grapes, a bottle of wine, and some pasta, cheese, and heavy whipping cream. Okay? $80. Like, what? I didn't even buy nothing. $80. I might as well have shit. Went to McDonald's and ate me a damn meal deal. Shit, I could eat a meal deal every day. For how many days is that? $80. I don't know. I can't do the math right now, but I could eat a meal deal every day for $80. Shit. It's ridiculous.
I don't know if there's an analysis. This session was a massive.
Americans are going hungry in the wealthiest country, which is absolutely insane to think about. And it's not so much that people are starving and there's lack of food, but it's just people can't afford it just because of how high cost of living is. And it's pretty much the ones who are upper class that are doing really well. We're not really seeing the lower class, especially the middle class, which has been pushed to poverty. And in my mind, it absolutely boggles me that we're one of the wealthiest countries in the world and we have people starving.
What do you mean we? Who's we? You mean the top 1%?
There's a ton of food waste in the grocery store, the restaurant industry, where that all could be going towards someone who's in need of food.
Explain to me how we are wealthy when we are all broke. Like, do you see what I mean? They don't even know how to speak.
But America is run on corporations, they're run on profits, and it's not very profitable for them to give away.
Shh. Silence.
They're like good capitalism since.
Hey friends, it's really hard out here right now. I work for an organization and part of what we do is we give out food bags. Somebody can come in who, with food scarcity and let us know, I can't afford a membership right now because we're membership and income based. I can't afford the $12 to $19. I don't have any food. We will give them a food bag, right? And you're limited to like once a month just so we can ensure that we can provide for many, right? Y'all, the number I just went out today that our general number average on a weekly average is to serve or give out about 7 bags. In the past 2 weeks, we've doubled it. That's 14, and it's not it's individuals, 14 different individuals the past 2 weeks. So 28 individuals have needed food bags, and that's just for our one small place.
My husband got a work bonus and he asked me if there was anything I wanted for myself. And I told him that all I really want is to go grocery shopping with no budget, because that sounds like the biggest luxury in the world to me. So today I did that. I went to BJ's and Wegmans with no budget, just vibes. And I'm going to show you everything I got. And then I'll tell you how much I spent at the
Yeah, y'all can go watch that. Oh yeah, don't go to KFC because it doesn't stand for Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. It's not even chicken. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying. Yeah, they're crazy. $1 a day. What's up, love? Okay. Yeah, it's fucking insane, folks. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
A hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seat.
That's adorable. Oh, amazing. It'd be amazing to see these people these days.
Restaurants around the country are running out of time. An estimated 16,000 permanently closed since March.
6 major restaurant chains have filed for bankruptcy in the last 2 years. Red Lobster, TGI Fridays, Hooters, On the Border, Fat Brands, which owns 18 chains all by itself. That is not a rough patch. That is not a difficult season. That is a massacre. And none of
That's an agenda.
these are random. There is a pattern running underneath every single one of these collapses. And once you see it, you will never look at a restaurant parking lot the same way again. Costs go up, quality goes down. You notice, you stop going. They raise prices to make up the difference. More of you leave. And somewhere right in the middle of all of that, a private equity firm or a CEO with a personal jet and a very comfortable expense account walks away with the money that was supposed to keep your restaurant alive. Here are 15 big American restaurant chains that are in deep, deep trouble right now. Some of them will surprise you. Some of them still have full parking lots. And a few of them are so far gone that people online are already writing the eulogies. Let's get into it. Number 15 is Panda Express. The line is out the door. The food court location near you is probably doing just fine. Orange chicken moving fast, fortune cookies stacked by the register. The place looks completely healthy. So how is Panda Express on a list like this? Because the trouble with Panda Express has nothing to do with the parking lot. It has everything to do with what is happening inside the company. A class action lawsuit revealed that Panda Express required employees to strip down to their underwear and physically hug partially clothed coworkers as part of a mandatory company training.
Did you just hear that?
Seminar.
They demanded everybody strip to their undies and hug each other if you want to work here at Panda Express. A huge corporation.
Not a team-building exercise that got a little weird. A required company program that employees were expected to participate in if they wanted to get promoted. The attorney on the case was direct about it. He described it as horrific psychological abuse at a company running over 2,000 restaurants. And that is not where the lawsuits stop. The chain also settled a separate case over hidden delivery fees. They advertised delivery for around $3, then quietly attached a $10 service charge at checkout. Hundreds of thousands of customers paid it before anyone caught on. Social media started calling Panda Express a lawsuit factory with a fortune cookie problem. And honestly, that framing is hard to argue with. The lesson from number 15 is this. A restaurant can look completely healthy from the outside and be quietly falling apart on the inside. The full parking lot means nothing. Remember that, because this pattern is going to show up again before we are done. Number 14 is Dairy Queen. If you grew up near a small town, you know the ritual. The blizzard after Little League, the dilly bar on a hot afternoon, the upside-down cup test where they flipped your order, and if it fell out, you got it free. That was not just a gimmick. That was the promise. That was the entire personality of a place that defined summer for millions of people. Now 40 of those Dairy Queens in Texas are dark, completely gone in a matter of weeks. A franchise operator called Project Loner owned 38 of those locations. Corporate came in with a demand. Renovate the buildings, update the equipment, modernize everything to meet current brand standards. Loner did not have the money to pull it off, so they tried to sell the locations instead. Corporate blocked the sale. Loner fell behind on royalty payments. And corporate's response was not a warning letter. It was not a negotiation. They simply cut off the supply shipments. They killed the ice cream pipeline. Overnight, those restaurants could not even order a Blizzard mix. Customers in small towns drove past their local Dairy Queen and found it already boarded up. No announcement, no farewell, just an auction notice taped to the window and Blizzard machines going to the highest bidder. Someone on Facebook put it simply, Dairy Queen is not what it used to be. It really has gone downhill. Corporate wanted the money. The operator did not have it. The stores closed. Corporate moved on.
It's an agenda of shutdown, and it goes on and on. Look, Cracker Barrel, Five Guys, Applebee's, Little Sleezers, Hooters. We used to go there and dancing wrong. Let's see, Denny's. TGI Fridays, all that shit back in the day. Oh yeah, Ruby Tuesdays. What's that? Red Lobster? No. Fat Burger, huh? I don't think I was. I don't know. I don't think I ate at that. What's a Fat Burger? No. Anywho, that is fucking bullshit. That's complete bullshit, Robin. Yeah, it's not even chicken, Robin. I would never eat fast food ever if you knew what I knew ever again. Don't ever eat any fast from these corporations. And you got to watch the mom and pops these days. Even. And taking poisons is not a convenience.
These are the carrots sold at 3 different grocery stores. They all come from the same farm. In fact, 80% of carrots sold in America come from just 2 companies, and both of them are now owned by Wall Street. Bolthouse Farms was a family business for nearly a century. Then in 2005, the family sold to a private equity firm called Madison Dearborn. 7 years later, Madison Dearborn flipped the farm and sold it to Campbell Soup for $1.55 billion. But Campbell couldn't make it work. In 2019, they offloaded it to another private equity firm, Butterfly Equity, for just $510 million. $1 billion in value gone in 7 years. And then there's Grimway, the other half of this duopoly. It had been a family-owned business since the 1960s until, surprise, surprise, they sold to a private equity firm called Taze River. These are the 2 companies controlling 80% of America's carrots. But the Grimway sell is where this gets insane. Taze River purchased Grimway Farms with retirement money. This money came from pension funds all across the U.S., from public employees in Maine to...
It's insane. This country, the robbery and injustice is insane, man.
Teachers in Texas to firefighters in Washington. But not only U.S. pension funds, also Sweden's National Pension Fund. Sweden's AP2 fund owns roughly 11% of Taze River, which means I, a Swedish citizen, benefit from the consolidation of the American carrot industry, along with retired...
Did she ain't no Swedish citizen. She sounds American.
Teachers across Texas. The more farms Taze River purchases, the better my pension does. This is why if state legislators tried to break up this duopoly to restore competition, lower prices, protect consumers, they would be harming their own state's retired teachers and firefighters. Basically, they're harming the retirement fund. This is why this will never be fixed. But there's more going on with these farms. In 2024, Grimway Farms had an E. coli outbreak with 39 people sick across 18 states. This E. coli outbreak revealed something very important: the illusion of choice. Meaning, when we go to the grocery store, we think each product we see is independently owned. Yet increasingly, it's the same product, just in a different package. Every brand in that recall, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Walmart, Target, they all traced back to the same Grimway farm. This is because Grimway Farms does white labeling, meaning they package their carrots for companies like Walmart and Whole Foods. But rather than the carrots having a Grimway logo, they just slap Walmart's organic market side logo on the front so Walmart can claim they have their own brand of carrots. But this also means that consumers are being lied to. People who shop at Whole Foods think they're paying more for a premium product. This 12-ounce bag of carrots at Whole Foods for $2.89 is the same carrots being sold at Walmart for $2.32. A 57-cent difference, but if they're lying about carrots, what else on the shelf is the same product in a different package at a higher price? Another lie. Those baby carrots, they're not actually baby carrots. They never were. In 1986, a California farmer named Mike Urasek was frustrated by food waste. Regulation prevented him from selling imperfect carrots. So he ran them through a machine that peeled and cut them into 2-inch sections. He called them baby carrots.
So I'm eating a carrot and I literally
Fucking insane.
cannot bite through it. Like you can't even bend this. This is literally
Whoa.
What in the
Whoa.
world is this? It's like wood almost.
Today, baby carrots account for nearly 70% of all carrot sales. This is the result of a successful marketing initiative. Eat 'em Like Junk Food was a $25 million marketing campaign led by Bolthouse Farms and nearly 50 other carrot producers. They spent these millions on Doritos-inspired packaging, an app where you could listen to people chew carrots, and even children's commercials.
Brought to you by a bunch of carrot farmers.
Baby carrots, yeah, baby carrots, whoa, baby carrots, baby carrots, baby carrots, extreme pterodactyl, baby carrots, now in extreme junk food packaging.
Wow.
But there's something weird going on with these baby carrots. On Target's website, the reviews read, "Look slimy, bitter soapy taste, tastes like medicine, made my mouth numb, tastes like mildew." Walmart's reviews are the same. These were covered in a white slime 2 days after I bought them. Slimy carrots, very slimy, and they had a strong chemical smell. Because the protective layer...
And then it said never delivered, and the other one never delivered. You got lucky.
Of the carrot has been removed, these carrots have no defense against bacteria. And that's exactly what these people are describing. In an attempt to prevent this, the factories washed them in chlorine. Both Bolthouse Farms and Greenway do this. They say it's within EPA standards, but they don't publish how much chlorine does the carrot actually absorb. So baby carrots are a marketing invention, but what about the regular carrot? This is a wild carrot next to a modern cultivated carrot. These modern day carrots have been bred for profit. They grow faster and they grow bigger. Heavy fertilizers push the carrots to maturity at a rate that's great for corporations, but the trade-off is nutrition. The same carrot today is not the carrots that our grandparents ate. Research shows the mineral and vitamin content of common vegetables have steadily declined since the 1930s. To get the same nutrition as a single carrot delivered over 100 years ago, you now have to eat 2, sometimes 3 carrots. But there's more hidden costs to our modern day carrots. Since private equity took over in 2019, carrots have doubled in price. And then there's the water. Bolthouse and Grimway both farm in California's Cuyama Valley, a drought-stricken region where residents are on strict water limits. Yet in 2023 alone, the two farms combined pumped 65% of the valley's total water supply. And this carrot duopoly leads to scarcity. We're actually experiencing it now. In January, a freeze followed by a heat wave occurred.
And they're called AI senders. They've already been infringing on everybody with all this other shit that she's just talking about there.
In the valley, this shocked the growth of the carrots, leading to empty produce shelves. We're relying on just 2 farms growing in the same area to produce carrots for the entire country. What happens when there's more droughts? Or now when we see a fertilizer shortage because of the conflict in Iran? We already know what happens when there's a shortage. They take the opportunity to increase their prices. So what can we do? Well, we can grow our own food. On your balcony, in a window box, in a 5-gallon bucket. Carrots are actually one of the easiest vegetables to grow at home because they only require water, dirt, and time. Regaining our skill set is a solution to a lot of the problems discussed on this channel. Corporations over the years have convinced us to give up our skill set in exchange for convenience. In this case, they've convinced us that in the modern world, we don't grow our own vegetables, that
Yes, this is the fallacy, the trick, and you need to reverse it. You needed to realize it now. This is a trick, and that you need to be growing your own food independently all the time. At least you grow it. It'll have your vibration instead of some GMO chemical chlorine shitstorm. And it's your responsibility to grow your own food. No one else's. You're independent. They can't fuck with you.
it's dirty. It's in exchange over the years to a lot of the problems discussed on this channel. Corporations over the years have convinced us to give up our skill set in exchange for convenience. In this case, they've convinced us that in the modern world, we don't grow our own vegetables.
And so they did have a world like this back in the day. Our grandparents and before that, they created a world that was so fictionally and fake that it was advantageous to be all this shit you were doing so well that it was they've tricked them as a convenience to not even grow their own food. Can you imagine that? And look where they're at now. Eating poison from a bunch of pedophiles that have a monopoly on their food, that are trying to kill them and give them cancer and then herd them into there so they can make more money off them before they fucking squeeze them to death and die.
That it's dirty, it's boring, it's a waste of time. Let them do it. But that's how they trap us, right? I mean, now we're more dependent on them and it gives them more control over our daily lives.
Homesteading is not about owning 100 acres, not about how much land you have. It's about the mindset behind it. Whether you're living in an apartment, renting a house, or living on a few acres, you can start homesteading right where you are. And people are waking up to that. They're tired of grocery store prices going up while the food quality goes down. You see, homesteading is simply about taking back control of your life. It's about growing some of your own food, even if it's just herbs in a windowsill, and not relying on a broken system for everything that you need.
These are the carrots sold at 3 different
Not relying on a broken system. What the fuck just happened?
Stores. They all come from the same farm.
Okay, anywho. Look at this shit, dude. A water ban. All this shit. People banning your freedom, your rightful freedom. Your government is the worst there, man. It's fucking nuts. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. The tyranny that I'm seeing today is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. They're getting away with. Man. Oh shit. It's mind-boggling what they're getting away with right now.
So I'm currently pumping gas right now. I'm gonna show you something. This is basically what somebody put. Yep, you definitely did that, man. These gas prices are high as fuck right now. I think on average I'm paying probably $30 more than what I was paying before all this bullshit went down. Yeah, I guess that's what it is right now.
I live in the DMV, the Washington, D.C. metro area, for those who are not familiar, and I just spent over $100 on groceries for 2 people, over $5 a gallon on gas, and $10 on a smoothie, all in the same shopping center. Like, if this isn't the American dream, that I don't know what is. Like, seriously, I don't know what my generation...
Oh, $10 on a smoothie when you probably should have used that to get 10 in gas. It just seems ridiculous.
And Gen Z has to complain about. Like, life is so amazing, isn't it? Like, what can we possibly have to complain about, right? Like,
I don't know who needs to hear these.
but childcare was never supposed to be $2,000 a month. It was never supposed to be that. Car insurance was never supposed to be $600.
Okay, this wasn't what I thought it was. Let's. You mean in Iran? Yeah, they're controlling the weather here too, man. They're making it a drought in the U.S. and they've been making it a drought over Iran for years. Dude, we're dealing with like total psychopaths. Trump is a psychopath. The people that roll over him is a psychopath. The ones above them, psychopath. The ones that keep, as the capstone goes to the pyramid of the hierarchy that shouldn't be, it gets more psychopathic. Okay? Literally. Okay? And seemingly less human. The hierarchy that shouldn't be. I know, right? I know. You listen, man, I'm frugal. That right there is a total fucking bullshit to spend it. No more, you don't get a smoothie. What are you talking about? There's no smoothies in my world. I mean, especially $10, maybe $1. No, it's rough. I mean, I don't know how anybody's making it right now, because I'm not. And I don't know how anybody's making it, man. I don't know how they're doing it, man. I don't get it, man. If you guys can donate. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys that donate. I mean, I love all of you. Of course. God damn, what is fucking wrong with this piece of shit internet? Come on! Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a video right here on the massive rainfall after Iran destroys U.S. weather modification radar. For fuck's sake. Let's gander that. We'll gander that one. Chat. I forget who said that. Oh, Tom. Tom, we'll gander that. Tom, we'll gander that for you here. Since you mentioned this. Have some fun with Jimmy Dork.
Tehran was almost made uninhabitable by drought. And the drought was engineered in part by U.S. radar systems that were blasting energy to ionize the atmosphere to steer clouds away from Iran and to actually cause a drought. It's just classic geoengineering, multiple ways to achieve this. But what has happened is that since those large radar installations around the Persian Gulf have been destroyed by Iranian drones, the rains have returned.
Remember what Zbigniew Brzezinski said, who was the advisor to Jimmy Carter. He started the Trilateral Commission. He's the father of Mika Brzezinski on Morning Joe Ball. And
big news, I think is how you pronounce it. It's big news, Brzezinski.
He said technology will make available to the leaders of major nations techniques for conducting secret warfare, of which only a bare minimum of the security forces need be appraised. Techniques of weather modification could be employed to produce prolonged periods of drought, or storm. Well, son of a gun, we've got evidence that that's exactly what they've been doing in Iran. Iranian
and the United States of America.
Expert accuses U.S. Israel of weather manipulation to deepen the drought. An Iranian water resource specialist has accused the United
If you're in the U.S. and you see chemtrails above you, that's creating a drought in a lot of cases.
States and Israel
or a chemical shitstorm
of manipulating regional weather patterns to intensify Iran's severe drought. According to the Middle Eastern Media Research Institute, they claimed in a July 30th interview on the Iranian YouTube channel that both nations had been deliberately diverting clouds away from Iran for over 4 decades.
That's 40 years. Over 40 fucking years.
Well, that's a violation of the treaty not to do that, Jimmy.
That is.
You think they violated the treaty? That's what pedophiles do in the which is the U.S. government, aka U.S. government, of flaming psycho genocidal pedophile terrorists.
There's a treaty, international treaty that was signed in the 70s that made it illegal, or they all agreed to not use weather modification.
Because we did it in Vietnam too.
Because we did it in Vietnam. Iran's rain clouds aren't being stolen, but its drought is worsening. So the establishment media,
I didn't do shit in Vietnam, you fucking clown.
Media comes out, immediately tries to make you think that's wrong, that's not happening, because that's what the establishment media does.
Was Iran being forced to use their plague of bees weapon on Israel in retaliation?
Iran's embassy in Kabul posted a strange tweet. They say in it, after Iran destroyed the secret center for cloud seeding and weather manipulation in the United Arab Emirates, everything changed overnight. And with the end of the secret center, the region's weather...
I mean, again, anywhere there's water and a coastline, I mean, it's inherently going to get moisture, but they're sitting there pounding it so it doesn't. They're wasting so much money that could be going to feed the American people, and they're using this technology to starve people out in Iran. That's because you allow a gang to exist called government.
Their map flipped.
Especially all of the unaccountable, unelected intelligence agencies that are always there, no matter who you elect, no matter what cult of personality you elect, no matter what pedophile liar lies to you. Your money stolen to kill instead of feed your families.
Completely. So it's raining so much. Their reservoirs were down to 1%. They were thinking they would have to move people out of Tehran, a city of 9 or 10 million people. They had to move. They were going to move everybody because they had no water. But now we opened the gates of Iraq's largest dam due to 100% capacity. The dam hasn't reached 100% capacity in years. Underground water sources have started to overflow.
Years, particularly over 40 years.
Oh, and this is what it looks like.
Oh.
That's what it looks like now in Iran. Water everywhere. Water coming up from under the ground. And here, Iran destroyed American. So when Iran hit, they say they destroyed their weather modification plants, right? When Iran was hitting all the Gulf states, because we had bases there. And then they also took out their weather modification. This is what the reporting is, right? So
very smart, very smart.
Nobody can confirm this for sure, but this is certainly what it looks like, and especially after Iran Kabul tweeted that out. Here's what Tucker Carlson and our good friend Dane Whittington had to say about it.
And Tucker, they're being used as a form of warfare, and we know that. We have countries like Iran, constantly demonized, of course, as you well know. Immediately after 9/11, we have the list of countries to be targeted given to General Wesley Clark, a list that clearly existed before 9/11 even occurred. Subsequently, every one of those countries, every one of them, endured a once in 1,000 year drought. Statistically, mathematically, that's impossible without climate intervention operations. And we have the leader of Iran on the floor of the UN, on film, on the record, stating NATO was cutting off their precipitation. We have Iranian top scientists recently stating NATO's been doing this for 40 years. Destabilize the food supply by destabilizing the rain, and you destabilize the population.
Which is all war crimes and violations of the treaties.
Here's more from Dane.
I'm saying that we know the technology exists to steer storms of that size. So why would we think?
So check it out. General Wesley Clark came out and said, oh, these countries, we're going to invade them in 7 years. Well, I mean, in 7 countries in 5 years. And it ended up taking 25 years. What did we learn from this? What's the good news and the bad news is? The good news is it took 25 years instead of 5 years. The bad news is they're persistent as fuck, and they still waited and got what they wanted.
Think they're not using these type of operations. We have historical precedent. Project Popeye in Vietnam was so successful at controlling precipitation. By 1976, they passed the INMOD treaties forbidding weather manipulation for wartime purposes, but not over a country's own population. The Chinese government has long since openly stated they were engineering snowstorms with endothermic reacting elements. These are patented elements that can literally transition a rain event into snow. They were so successful in China, they caused billions of dollars of damage to Beijing, at which time they began to be less open about this. Everybody covered it. CNN, Popular Science, The Guardian. But if you bring that up here, suddenly you're a tinfoil hat wearing nutcase.
We'll be right back with more of this story after a brief message from our sponsor. All right.
Wait, what the fuck? All right, you get the idea. Robin. Single speed. What's up, single speed? Which one is it? Huh.
What do you do for work? Because 3 jobs apparently is not enough to pay rent anymore anywhere in this country.
Guys, are we tripping right now? Or is mascara actually $25?
Right now I pay $2,282.91 every month. It's going up to $2,540.
They keep saying that the economy is getting better, but I don't see it. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. And there's so many people out here struggling, working full-time jobs, man, can't afford housing. People are living in cars as a necessity.
I just checked my mail for the first time probably since October. My mortgage is going up in February. It's going from $228. Well, right now I pay $2,282.91 every month. It's going up to $2,547. Are they out of their mind?
We've seen a lot higher than that.
Why? Why is this happening? This looks like gibberish.
Day 3 of Uber Eats after an 8-hour shift at my job to provide for my 4 kids and stay-at-home wife. Here we go.
So I'm having one of those moments where the credit cards are maxed out and the sales have slowed down. So we don't know how we're going to pay our bills for the business this month, going into next month. You know, I'm staying positive that something will come through and we'll get back on top. We always seem to do that, but
The layoffs haven't even started yet. And they're not going to have money.
just,
Buy anything from anyone.
in the in-between days or sometimes weeks, it's really tough to like remember that. So I'm just reminding myself that it'll be okay.
Our electric bill for last month is $350. We used 40 more kilowatts or whatever it is than last month, and it is up over $40 than it was the previous month. Like, it is ridiculous. It is just two of us, and we don't ever have lights on, nothing. Like, it is nuts. How is it $350?
Things are just so randomly expensive. Like, I need a ladder.
Oh, Dana. Bless you, Dana. Bless you, Dana. Let me tell you. Poor Tom has to be 12 minutes behind, lagging. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Many blessings to you. Lifesaver. You're a lifesaver as usual. The hell are you talking about? I did get your seeds, Tom, by the way. Thanks for that. We got some type of seeds here. You know they got a monopoly on that shit already? These crazy psychos. Let's see. Let me find these links. It's crazy. Mail order check. What are you talking about, dude? I don't do mail order checks. That sounds crazy. What are you talking about? Let me do some brief.
I don't know if it's just me, but nothing hits the same no more. And what I mean by nothing, I mean like just everything in general. Family, friends, friendships, holidays, just there's not really a specific category I'm just saying life in general just doesn't hit the same no more. Like, I don't know. I feel like after COVID hit back in 2020, that's when just everything I felt like just went downhill, just with everything in general. I don't know, bro.
Does anybody else feel like they're going insane right now? Your gas prices are going up. Healthcare is unaffordable. Your food prices are ridiculous. 50-year mortgages is a thing. Everything around you is fake. Your food's fake. Poison. Water's poison. Sky's poison. Your e-files people are still among us, ruling over us, knowing what they've done. We're still going to work.
Pedophiles still walking around. Is that a bird? Get the
every day, same routine. The burnout, man. I just see it on everybody's faces. You can't talk to nobody. Nobody at work wants to have a conversation about what's going on in the world. And then you go to a gas station or a grocery store and you just see people. It's like zombies. It's like everybody's under a spell. Just burnt out, oblivious to what's going on. I mean, every freaking day it's breaking news. It's got to the point where we've taken our kids out and homeschooled them, moved back to our property, learn how to homestead, grow our own food, prepare for the end of the world. We were called crazy for that. I mean, can you not see the signs written on the wall? This thing that we're doing right now, the system that we've lived our whole life, it's unsustainable, people. It's not going to last forever. We're almost $40 trillion in debt. It's going to be some hard times coming. And we're going to have to get uncomfortable. And I just hope everybody wakes up to it. Gets a little bit ahead before it happens.
Why does everything feel so weird? Ever since 2026, I wake up, I feel weird. take a shower, I feel weird. I drive to work in the dark alone, I feel weird. I'm at work, things feel off, I feel weird. I eat lunch, I try to focus on like checking out the news or my computer, and I just feel uneasy. I can't settle in, so to speak. Everything just feels weird. I talk to coworkers, it feels weird. My weekends, I feel weird. I have a hard time falling asleep. I have a hard time waking up. And I don't know what the hell is going on. Is it just me? Does anybody else this year just feel weird? I can't even describe it. I just feel weird. Nothing feels normal anymore. Life doesn't feel normal. Going to the store don't feel normal. Going to work don't feel normal. Watching a movie with your family don't feel normal. Am I normal? Are you normal? What the hell's going on? Everything just feels awkward and just weird. I don't get it.
What if the reason everything feels fake isn't because you're depressed? What if the environment changed and nobody told you? Like, I really want you to think about it. Like, what if your intuition isn't acting up? What if it's picking up on something that your mind, your conscious mind couldn't fully explain yet? Because listen, people keep saying, I don't feel myself. I don't recognize people anymore. Time feels weird. Nothing excites me the same. And everybody keeps blaming trauma, burnout. What if it's simpler and way scarier? What if the frequency changed?
God.
Literally. What if the background signal that we live inside, what if it shifted and the human nervous system hasn't caught up yet? That would explain the anxiety spikes with no trigger. I would explain why your sleep feels off,
or you're eating poison,
even when you're tired. That will explain why people are
how's everybody doing? Yeah, with the forcing you to buy insurance just to drive a vehicle is robbery, folks. They're making it so hard to own anything and have your own independence and freedom. Like when I was growing up, it was a breeze. And when my grandfather growing up, it was even way more of a breeze. Way, way more. It was so good that they tricked everybody out of growing their own food and depending on a bunch of fucking goddamn. Anyway, I don't, yeah. Fucking dog, man. Damn, you fucking drank loud. Alrighty then. You're lucky I love you, Al. Otherwise, I'd have to kill you. What you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? You come here. Come here. Chop, chop. Come here, boy. Come on. Come here. What you doing? Stop. Stop. No. No. Trying to get you in the camera there. How are you? How are you? Such a pretty boy. What a good dog. He's a pretty boy. Oh, I hate seeing ticks on him. It's been a chore trying to get these goddamn ticks off the fucking man. He likes to go into the house a lot. Because in the morning he's so fucking wound, it's insane. He can't sit still. He has to be outside. He signals to go out. So let me take a look at this shit here. Yeah, I don't see anything on there. Too hard to find. Where is this? any fucking way. God, I can't get this shit to pull up. Man. Dog. You're crazy. Oh, here's one. This is funny. I like this one. I like this one. Oh, Dana, bless you, bless you, bless you. I'll check it right here. Give me. Oh, bless you, bless you, honey. Bless you. Are you happy, dog? Are you happy? He's a happy boy. He's a happy boy. You just made Buddy happy, Dana. Thank you. Love you, Dana. Are you happy now? You happy? He's a happy boy. He's a happy boy. Let's go. What are you doing? Oh, Dana, bless you. Bless your heart and soul. Love you. You sure made, did you hear Buddy? I mean, did you hear Buddy? Like, I mean, he is a happy dog now. Because you donated. He knows. What a blessing that dog is. The dog just walked by my house one day, right? And went by and came back and started staring at me. And then just started circling the house and started living around the house for a while until he finally said, I'm gonna stay here and live here. And he adopted me. It's amazing. Best dog I ever had. It's amazing. Came to me out here in the middle of the woods, walking by on the dirt road, the trail, really. It's like a trail. Amazing. Watch this. Watch this here. Check this out, Dana. This is some funny shit. Clean shaved every day for 10 days. Watch this.
Brings up a pretty good point right here, y'all. How did the astronauts keep such a clean shave for all 10 days? Like, there they are on the way, right? Clean shaven. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Uh-oh. Perfectly clean shaved all the time. And then he's talking about, okay, so this lady, right? With the hair going crazy.
Medusa 10.0.
Crazy everywhere. Well, did you know? Let's get a close up. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Definitely not hairspray.
Remember Medusa? The hairspray. It's hairspray.
But did you know? Check this out. Oh, man. No, loose hair is not safe in a spaceship. It is considered a hazard and is
You fucking think? This is a clown circus freak show.
actively managed, not allowed to float freely. I mean, okay. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, hell. So he brings up a pretty good point right here.
Yeah, we're in Fahrenheit over here, although it's up to 76 degrees outside right now, it says, but it's much cooler in the cabin until it takes a while to kick. It's cool in the Okay. Oh, I can't even. Oh, this might be good here. God damn. Okay, let me get a couple more opened and I'm sorry about sitting here like an idiot. Give me a second. Hang in there. Bear with me. Here we go. There we go. Good God, man. Oh, boy. Oh, that's good. That's good. God, will you shut the fuck up? God, I hate these fucking things. Jesus, that's fucking insane. Okay, here we go. All right, now I'm loaded. Locked and loaded now. That's a good point, folks. Trump thinks everybody's dumb and retarded like him. So he lies like a toddler to everybody and insults everybody in their faces. Narcissistic, megalomaniac, compulsive liar, pathological liar, and compulsive. Now watch this video and now shut the fuck up and watch this video. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, what is this? Which one? Who the hell are you? Okay. Here, let's try this one.
Well, Dr. Evil's back at it again. More fake food coming to your table.
And you are absolutely correct. What I've noticed with ice cream nowadays is that it doesn't say ice cream on it. It says frozen dairy dessert.
Since when is watermelon doing this? I'm trying to break it.
Oh, disgusting.
Guys, I don't think chocolate's supposed to look like this.
Why the hell is this cheese not melting?
Look at that. This is like some rubbery. Look at that. Have you ever seen avocado that bends like this?
I really don't know if you can see it that well. Glistening, it's silicone. It's a silicone blueberry.
That's how you know this shit is way too fucking processed, bro. Look at how many fucking ingredients there are, bro.
Look at the ingredients. God damn, we can't eat shit out here, man.
They're poisoning our food, or it's the GMO food, or something.
More and more bioengineered food is coming into grocery stores, and it's important to know if you are eating real high quality food or if it's fake meat.
Something is wrong with the food. It's not just getting more expensive. It's starting to feel different. Same products, same brands, but the taste, the quality, something feels off. Prices keep going up, but what you're getting, sometimes it feels cheaper, more processed, less real, and people are starting to notice because it's not just about spending more anymore. It's about what you're actually putting into your body. In a time where groceries are already expensive, the idea that food might also be lower quality or worse is raising serious concerns. In this video, you're about to hear real reactions, people questioning what's happening to the food supply and why it feels like we're paying more for something that doesn't feel the same. Stay till the end, because once you start noticing this, you can't ignore it. And if you're here watching this, subscribe, because honestly, I'm just trying to afford something too.
Oh, disgusting. Banana is not supposed to bend that way. I don't even know if this is organic. Wow, that is
Why the hell is this cheese not melting? What's going on? I'm gonna let it just sit on it for a second, cause what? The heat is high. What's going on? What are they feeding us?
Guys, I don't think chocolate's supposed to look like this. Why is it so like elasticy?
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna bend it. Look at that. It's like slime. This is real chocolate.
Whoa.
No, this is fake real chocolate, bro. It's like poop, bro. This is literally like slime, bro. Look, I'm literally peeling it.
It's fucking gross.
They're poisoning our food, or it's the GMO food, or something. These are mangoes from Aldi. They came from Mexico, and they're rubbery. So, all the TikToks about the rubber fruit, I didn't think it was real. But I got these mangoes from Aldi, and it's just
Not real.
like you can't even break it.
Yeah, it's not real. It's crazy. Like what? That's so gross.
The whole pack.
Yeah, this isn't normal. Bananas don't bend like rubber. Cheese doesn't just refuse to melt. Chocolate shouldn't feel like plastic. Mangoes aren't supposed to be rubbery. Something's off, and it's not fake food. It's real food, redesigned. Bananas like the Cavendish banana are built for shipping, not taste. Cheese like Kraft Singles is engineered not to melt right. This isn't a glitch. It's the system working. Food isn't made for you anymore. It's made to last, and your brain knows it.
First of all, this is some weird avocado. First of all, it doesn't even feel like avocado. Look at that. This is like some rubbery. Look at that. Have you ever seen avocado that bends like this? Wow. Look, it's now cracking. It's not even like. This is crazy, man. This is pollo tropical avocado. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Avocado that bends. You ever seen rubber band avocado? This is rubber band avocado. Rubber band avocado.
And in case you needed more proof that the government is trying to harm us, I bought this bread months ago. This is the expiration date. It is best used by December 28th, 2025. It is currently February 10th or 11th of 2026. This bread has absolutely no imperfections, nothing. And I used to have to freeze my bread, the same bread years ago, just because it went bad on me so quick. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're giving us fake bread.
Why this watermelon has the texture of rubber. I don't know what's going on with fruits this summer, but I've seen videos all over my TikTok page about avocados, watermelon, just having the texture of rubber. And I haven't actually had that experience until today. So we bought a watermelon yesterday and I just cut it up to have for lunch. I don't know what's going on, but since when is watermelon doing this? I'm trying to break it and it just won't break. It's literally like rubber. Someone tell me what is going on. What are we eating? Are we eating plastic or fruits? Because at this point, I don't know. Also learned that if you grab some paper, I only have tissue.
What the fuck is that shit? Can you imagine trying to eat that piece of rubber? That watermelon that they're calling watermelon, it's a piece of fucking rubber, man.
Paper, and you dab a watermelon.
Fuck, do you even eat that shit, man?
I'm gonna try this now. It should come out clear.
I would imagine anybody who ate that shit would die.
The water in the watermelon should be clear. There should be no color. But if there's some sort of modification in the watermelon, then the water will, when you dab it, it will come out red. So I haven't tried it. I'm gonna try it here, and let's see if this comes out colored or if it comes out clear. So you can see that shouldn't be red. That should be clear. So there's something, they've done something to this watermelon to make it, number one, appear red, color of a watermelon, what it should be, and clearly something to the fruit because, oh, it snapped. Watermelon should not be bending like this.
Nah, what the hell is our government feeding us for real? I decided to conduct this experiment because I saw it all over TikTok. There's some fake ass bread. It is February 2nd. I bought this the second week of December and it expired December 28th. This shit does not have no mold. There's no mold. They're squishable, what the fuck? All right, now I opened it up. Look at this shit. It's crumbly a little bit, but for the most part, it's soft. Now I'm gonna run it under hot water. What? This thing has not crumbled. This is like a sponge.
It didn't even come apart.
It just opens back up. Yeah, no. We definitely gotta start making our own shit. I'm not throwing it away either. Just stick around and follow to see how long it takes for mold to grow on this shit. Remember, I bought this the second week of December. It expired December 28th, and it's currently February 2nd of 2026, and there's still no mold. So we'll check back in a week.
Now it gets worse. Avocados bending like...
Anyway, I'm sorry I played that so long, but you get the idea, right? It's all about the control, folks. They're trying to take control of everything. This is how they control everybody. This is how everybody will own nothing and be happy. Everything they're doing and implementing via the corporations, the products and services, and how you do them, everything they force you into. They don't make cheap cars available anymore. They only make expensive piece of shit cars available that are designed to fail after a certain amount of miles and so forth. And it's all by design and policy and agenda intentions, all by the lobbying the government. And none of this is by accident. It's all intentional. And it's crazy. And I can't thank you enough, Dana. Let me check what's going on here. I gotta kind of sign on. Oops. My cell phone booster should be able to be good enough, but it doesn't work. I have to go into the Wi-Fi for it to kick in. Yeah, what? You heard that? That's you, Dana. Thank you very much. $100. Love you. Thank you. Blessings to you, by the way. You're a lifesaver. My guardian angel. Bless you. I hope you're doing well. And folks, I mean, shit, make your own bread, man. If I had the situation, I'd make my own bread. I remember eating bread my mom used to make homemade back in the day growing up. It was so epic. I'm like, why doesn't the bread from the store, why doesn't the bread from the store like this, Mommy? And because it's fake as shit. Of course, I never said Mommy. I probably said Mom. I was very smart at a young age. They treated us like little young adults growing up at a young age, so we acted like one. You know, it's all about expectations. All right. Oh yeah, let me share a few videos if you guys are up for it. It's a war on for our minds, absolutely, Dana. Folks, we have to take responsibility of our own. It's our collective mind, but also our individuated mind, consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Again, the vessel has a brain, but our spirit and soul and heart is the mind. Again, the heart and mind are just two different sides of the same coin. Oh, you eat as if you're like a 4-year-old baby? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. All right. Oh my God, I hate those goddamn fucking sounds. Let me play this before I go crazy. That's good. Yeah. I remember my mom would make chipped beef in the morning, that cream beef with the sauce, that like milky sauce over toast. Man, that was my favorite. And then she'd make omelets like with cheese and jelly.
With you, what I think is one of the most important.
God damn it.
I want to share with you what I think is one of the most important posts on the internet today, probably for the next month or couple months. And that's the idea of this thing called the property tax. The notion that you could totally pay off your property that you bought back in 1960, 70, or 80 or whatever for a really, really good price. And then somebody came along with a pencil or pen or logged it in on a computer, what they thought the price of your property should be. And then they adjusted your taxes up so that even after you paid for that property decades ago, you're still paying essentially rent to the government in order to keep the property that you supposedly own. If you own the property, but you have to continue to pay to keep it, you don't own jack. And this isn't the land of the free, home of the brave, because ownership and private property rights are the hallmark of a free human being. Renee, this is Texas Cowgirl 1111 posted just today or yesterday. Hypothetically, I'm being taxed on money I never made. Let it sink in. If I bought my property outright for $60,000 in 2009, now the county says it's worth $246,000. Did I sell it?
No.
No. Did I make a profit?
No.
No. Did I get a check for $246,000? No. But
it's a total crime that these government isn't completely hanging from a rope for this. But the government will never, ever, 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 ever police itself or punish itself in any way, shape, or form. It wants more power. It doesn't want to lose any power.
Taxes jumped like I did. That's the problem. This isn't income. This isn't cash. This is a number someone decided on paper, somebody you don't even know. And now I'm being bullied for it. You're being threatened.
No.
If you don't pay, we are going to put
says billed. Now I'm being billed for it.
Put a lien on your house. We're going to
same thing. Bullied. He thinks it's that, but and it's very similar too.
levy your house. We're going to foreclose on your house as though it were their house. How could they do that unless they actually think, well, we own this property. You pay rent to us. If you stop paying the rent to us, we're going to kick you off of the property you think is yours. If my stock portfolio doubles, I don't pay taxes until I sell. That shouldn't even be a reality. If my income doesn't increase, I don't magically owe more income tax. So why does owning a home work differently? Why am I being taxed on unrealized gains? I think these are appropriate and reasonable and logical, insane questions. Not insane questions, sane questions. The house isn't just an investment. It's where people live. And this system means you can do everything right, pay off your home, and still get squeezed harder every year because of a number you never turned into money. You don't truly own something if you can be taxed out of it. And this is so true. And this is on top of all of the other taxes, the estate taxes, the sales taxes, the excise taxes, all the other taxes that are involved in your daily life. This isn't about services or inflation. It's about being charged for value you never received. This is about totalitarian, authoritarian control. The state is basically claiming ownership of your property if you don't pay up. It's extortion. It's literally an extortion enterprise. And people are starting to notice. I hope
it's absolutely criminal, man. And same with the sales tax. It's all criminal.
They are. This needs to be on everyone's mind. I'm going to include her link in the description of this video right here. Please repost this everywhere. We need widespread traction. And we need to get everybody, every American on board with this. I don't know one American home or landowner who wouldn't be on board with this. And why aren't the Republicans or the Democrats abolishing the property tax? Why aren't they abolishing income tax? Why aren't they abolishing the IRS? Because they don't work for us. They work for the entities who want to continue to extort and exploit us. So I just wrote, I actually reposted this on my X page, but I said this should be the most popular post for the next month and should be retweeted and pinned by Elon Musk, but it won't be because he's too busy out there telling you how we need to have the United States government open their checkbooks and pay universal high income. It used to be called universal basic income, and it's just a socialist Ponzi wealth redistribution scheme. He's saying that the federal government that actually is broke, we're 40-something trillion dollars in debt, counting unfunded liabilities. It's well over $220 trillion. And take a moment to consider the massive number that trillion represents. And I'm talking about just 1 trillion, let alone 39 or 40 trillion or $220 trillion. 1 trillion, if you earned $1 for every second you were alive, you're going to earn $86,400 a day. At the end of a year, it's about $31.5 million every year. That's a lot of money, $31.5 million a year. You could live on that, couldn't you? Well, how long would you have to live earning $1 for every second that you're alive, how long would you have to live to collect your first $1 trillion, let alone 40 trillion or 220 trillion? You'd have to live how long? 31 years? 310 years? Would you have to live 3,100 years to collect your first trillion? No. You'd have to live 31,709 years to collect the first $1 trillion at $1 for every second you're alive. So how can a federal government that owes $40 trillion, is underwater 220 trillion with unfunded liabilities, how can they possibly open their checkbook and pay $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month to Americans? And what's that going to do with the money supply? No matter if it's digital or paper, it's going to dilute the money supply, and people will view those notes that are given to you, that universal high income, as worthless, because it actually is worthless. Nobody had to work for it. There's no energy expended for it. It just dilutes everything. And then everybody looks at it as it truly is, something that's not worth even having. There won't be any demand for something that everybody has. There's only value in things that are rare. So I just said Elon Musk needs to pin this. He needs to retweet this, and he needs to stand by this. Already we have Governor Ron DeSantis is behind this. People like Grant Cardone are behind this. There's a lot of heavy hitter social media influencers that are behind this, and we need to stop talking about it and create a cohesive network so that we can do something about it and completely abolish. And I'm not talking about just for a year or two. I'm talking about completely abolish property taxes and income taxes and the IRS. I just said, we really need to stop talking about this, get all the townspeople together, create a network, and just stop paying. We basically need to create a NATO-like Article 5 where, in essence, if one of us is attacked, we're all attacked. We become part of a network and an alert goes off. It's like, hey, we got this foreclosure thing in the mail. Hey, they're threatening us. They're knocking at our doors, and we all rally peacefully together. They cannot stop tens of millions of people who just stop paying. What are they going to do? And I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. It doesn't matter. We're all Americans, and tyranny is upon us. And it has been for decades, and we've been okay with it. We need to stop. We need to all come together and resist. I'm on board with this. We just need to organize, and we need some organizers. If you're an American and you're sick of all the injustice and extortion, let's do the most American thing we can do. Let's stand against tyranny. And I say, you know, people like Grant Cardone is on board with this. Ron DeSantis is on board with this. We can start brush fires of freedom in the minds of men and really move the needle here. Time to stop complaining and start doing. And maybe we all need a refresher on the words of the Declaration of Independence. It says, when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. You know what our cause is? Stop extorting us. This is my property. It's not your property. And I'm not going to pay rent to the government. I don't care if it's the state, local, or federal government, to live on my own property, which I purchased with my own money through the exertion of my labor and the time that was allotted to me. They're basically stealing the product of your time and laboring energies by extracting wealth from you through property taxes. But this is the most important part right here. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. Those are rights that haven't been given to you and can't be taken from you by that which is called government. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. That's a joke, because government is a euphemism for slavery. That's another issue. Deriving their just powers.
Again, you can't even, there are no just power. Again, this is all nonsense. It's so mentally ill. There is no such thing as a legitimate government, because look at the name of it. Nobody ever created a government other than to be under the guise of all this bullshit. It's all a trick. crazy.
Imagine in Iran that instead of spending their wealth, billions of dollars supporting terrorists or weapons, had spent that money helping the people of Iran, you'd have a much different country.
Meanwhile, in America.
Railroad, New Jersey Transit, and Amtrak. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
God damn. Look, what's up, Merslaw? I wish I had nice teeth like you, Dana. I wish I did. Very nice teeth. Very smart not getting mercury fillings and chewing Copenhagen and smoking a bunch of fucking shit. Real nice, unlike mine. Holy shit, come on, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit. Yep, that's right, Merslaw. They do keep bombing on the old world ruins, indeed, yes. That's true, that's true.
Me why this chicken sandwich, an order of french fries, and this drink Look at it. Literally the size of my hand. Okay, this is a small drink. Was $17.59. Shake Shack. Like this. That tastes like it came out of a machine, one of those stupid freestyle machines that has 17,000 flavors in it. It sure isn't for the branding on the bag because there is none. Okay, I guess the presentation and eating it in your car is kind of cute, but not $17 cute. Like, what? What? And the $17. I'm sure there's a reason, right? Like, there has to be a reason why Shake Shack was just $17.
So I really think we're entering the era of the end of fast food, because with the prices nowadays, who's going to continue to justify being able to eat food that you already know is not good for you and also pay a lot for it?
Domino's Pizza is closing 250 plus locations and filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Wendy's is closing 300 to 600 locations in 2026. Popeye's Chicken is closing 136 plus locations and also filing bankruptcy, mostly in Florida and Georgia. Papa John's is closing over 300 locations in 2026. Denny's is closing over 150 locations in 2026. Red Lobster is closing over 100 locations in 2026. Red Robin is closing 70 plus locations in 2026. Pizza Hut is closing 250 locations in the US in 2026. Smoky Bones is closing 120 locations in 2026. It brings me absolutely no joy to bring you this information. However, it is the real facts of what is going on in the US economy in 2026. Please don't spend any money. Please plan your spending, do a budget.
I literally got 3 things from Taco Bell, and it was like $15 and something. Like a medium, not even a large Dr. Pepper, and 2 cheesy gordita crunches is $15? I'm sorry, what?
I haven't been to KFC in a minute, and I'm sure many of you as well, especially with the high prices at many of these fast food restaurants these days. But one individual found that out for himself. He wanted to get his family a 16-piece chicken meal. And when he took one look at the price, he immediately was in disbelief. Take a look at this video for yourself. Have a look at this.
Yeah, she done lost that damn mind.
Watch. $55. $55 for a 16-piece meal. I've paused it and zoomed in on it for you. Take a look at that. $55.19 for fast food, Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you didn't get a chance to look at the rest of the menu because he panned so fast, take a look for a 12-piece. That's $43. An 8-piece, $33. And for tenders, $33.29, 12-piece, $43.19. And as you see, $55.19. So basically, in a nutshell, a bucket of chicken at KFC is over $50. Who can afford to eat this stuff? You might as well go to a restaurant if you're going to spend $50. I mean, think about it. The average household, $55.19 for 16 pieces of chicken is just totally insane.
Do you know what pisses me off? Back in 2005, this $20 bill could buy you 11 Crunchwrap Supremes from Taco Bell. Do you know how many you could buy now in 2025 with this $20 bill? Let me show you. Only two. This entire stack right here cost me $84 with tax. Can someone please tell me how this is possible?
Fast food chain Wendy's says it's planning to close hundreds of restaurants as it suffers a business downturn. Fast food giant says it's shutting down about 5 to 6% of its U.S. chain locations, equating to around 240 to 360 store closures. Wendy's says the move comes following an 11% drop in sales domestically and a 10% drop in global sales in the fourth quarter.
I predict that tons of fast food and restaurant places are going to go out of business before they figure it out. What am I talking about? The fact that it's so damn much money to go out to eat right now that people just aren't doing it anymore. And if they do it, they're going to places that have actually gotten it. What do I mean by gotten it? Okay, so I can go to In-N-Out for half the price of every other fast food place, and the food is better. I can go to Chili's, BJ's, or Red Lobster and get a meal for lunch for under $20 or Happy.
So when businesses are opening and so forth, the economy is growing. When businesses are closing, it's receding. It's a recession, a depression.
Hour $5 margaritas. Well, you can't go to McDonald's or Chipotle for under 20.
Businesses are closing like crazy. Already the mom and pops, now the corporations. It's receding. It's lessening. You have less options of restaurants available and services available now in your world, so to speak.
$20 now. Yeah, if you hit the dollar menu, you use the app and you do,
which is a good thing in some way.
Little tricks and stuff. Me and my son went to Chipotle the other day. The video's everywhere. It was $52.64 for the two of us to get 2 bowls and 2 drinks. Like, these people have lost their minds. A lot of these fast food places and a lot of these sit-down places. Like Denny's. Me and my son went to Denny's to have breakfast. It's a Denny's. It was over $62 for the two of us to have coffee and our breakfast. And I was like, what the hell did we eat?
We have to talk about these McDonald's prices. I went to McDonald's today just to get some lunch. No intention to film a video. I got a double cheeseburger. I like it with that.
All right, that's as far as we go on that one. Blessings to you guys. Oh shit, check out these videos I got queued up. Are you kidding me?
Someone explain this to me. A husband goes to work in an office 8 hours a day. A wife goes to work 8 hours a day in an office. The kids go to school 8 hours a day. Everyone feels like they're in a prison institution between the hours of 8 to 5 under yellow fluorescent lights, typing all day long. Then everyone finally comes home burnt out. The kid has like 3 hours of homework and sports, and you get maybe 2 hours with your family before bed. And then we only get 2 days out of the week where we're completely free to do whatever we want. We used to be outside. We used to be farming, living in communities. Now we're in front of screens all day long, in pointless meetings with micromanaging bosses. I cannot tell you how many meetings I've been in that have been completely pointless. All of this could have been a 3-sentence email. I have 3 bullet points worth of action items, yet it had to be a 30-minute meeting. But nope, I have to spend hours every single day in pointless meetings. People in corporate, what else are we using other than fireflies to not crash out at our job?
Quite a few things feel off in America right now, and many people can feel it. They are exhausted, burned out, and stretched thin in many ways that really didn't exist not too long ago.
I don't understand how 70% or more of people are okay with working 40 or more hours per week, sometimes with 2 jobs, just to barely be making it, to have nothing left at the end of the week, be 1 week's paycheck away from total chaos, bankruptcy, and homelessness. Why are we accepting this? And I know, I'm just an average guy here in America. I don't wear a fancy suit and tie. I'm not being paid to manipulate you through the TV. Some of us out here have thought about what we can do collectively to solve this problem. And really, it doesn't involve violence. And that's a great thing, because what has history taught us? That doesn't solve shit either. That just makes the rich people richer and digs us in a further hole and keeps us right where they want us.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm about to the point to where I'm going to sell all my shit and start living like the Amish. If the economy don't get much better, that's exactly what we're going to do. Gas is too damn high. Groceries too damn high. Everything's just too damn high. It don't matter if you make $100,000 a year anymore. I mean, shit. It's like you making $15 an hour. You know? I mean, good Lord, man. Something's got to give. And you're going to have folks say, well, you got to budget your money better and this and that and other. And while that may have some, play in it, I will say, but good God, at the same time, you can't sit here and tell me that the price of everything ain't gone up, because it has. I mean, this economy is trash, man.
You're not going to budget your way out of this. You're not going to vote your way out of this. The only thing you need to do is you're going to have to grow up your way out of this.
well, you shouldn't have voted for the orange man. I didn't vote for anybody. Something's got to give. We got to do something. This shit's crazy.
Just 30 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't vote for shit, meaning fucking, that's what should have mattered.
Someone could be working at Macy's, marry someone who's working at Lowe's 40 hours a week, get married, buy a house, and raise 3 children. The American dream, and pull that off in their late 20s or early 30s. Now we create an economy where none of the essential jobs for Gen Zers can afford to have access to the American dream in a reasonable time frame. They might be able to save and get access to it at 57, but what the fuck? You want them to live in an apartment and sacrifice till they're 57 when every other generation before us got to have access to it in their late 20s, early 30s? If you fucked up maybe late 30s, you shouldn't have to be a brain surgeon and a top YouTuber getting married to buy the average house and have 1 child. When just 30 years ago, a high school dropout who's like, I'm just going to live my life and get a job down the street could raise a family on that. That's the American dream. That's where the boomers get that work hard, pull yourself up. No shit. If you could drop out of high school and go work 50 hours a week at a factory and break your back, but you bought a house and raised 3 kids with a stay-at-home mom, you should be proud of that. We're not trying to take that from you. That doesn't exist anymore. You have to be extraordinary today to live an ordinary life.
You're ever at work and then you look around and you're like, damn, we're all part of a system. Because I always think that, and I always trying to find a way to get out. Oh my gosh. But here I am. It's the only way I get money. It's not, we shouldn't be living like this, to be honest.
I live in a place that I can't afford. I work so very hard to not be able to afford to live in Virginia. In my area, everything is so expensive. And for what I do, for the corporation I work for, which is a very big corporation in this area, I still can't afford to live here. Nowadays, you cannot get a decent apartment without paying thousands of dollars to live.
Because the CEO is scooping up all the millions of dollars of the corporation and not paying its employees enough to even live. It's all by design and intention. And the pyramid goes this way every time towards a smaller and smaller group at the top of the capstone of the hierarchy. And you have to pay attention to this, the hierarchy that shouldn't be.
There, and I'm being told I don't make enough money to buy a home where I live, where I work, where I pay taxes. I can't afford to buy a house. I don't make enough money for that. I think it's just so sad and sucky to put so much work in to look up and realize you only paid bills and taxes and you can't afford to have something of your own without making a ton of money, which you should be able to make the money to live where you work and pay taxes. It makes me so frustrated to be a single mom, to be a full-time worker, to actually do well at what I do and still not be able to have things of my own because the area does not pay its people what it costs to live in the area. That is so insane to me.
Existing as a fully conscious individual with a fully functioning brain in the United States of America is an incredibly difficult existence. You are well aware, to the full extent, how evil, how sinister, how devious, how backwards this nation is. And once you have reached that level of consciousness, which really just requires some common sense, there's no going back. And from there, it's like, how do I go about my day, right? The days don't get any easier. The days don't get any shorter. You just have to function. You have to function as a part of something that you really do despise at the end of the day. All the while knowing how many other countries, many other first world countries exist and how different they are in essentially every aspect of the quality of life of their citizens. Here, it's backwards. And one of the biggest questions I ask myself, if I were the head honcho of a nation, right, a powerful nation, would I not want intelligent, healthy, capable citizens? But this country wants the opposite. because you exist as a cog, you exist as cattle, you exist as a working farm animal, right? You have no purpose outside of that, right? These other nations, they want the best for their people because strong people make a strong state. Here, the state just does whatever it wants. So obviously it does not want capable, it does not want critically thinking, it does not want healthy people. And existing as someone who likes to live that way, it's tough.
I feel like I am stuck in an abusive relationship that I cannot get out of. I have to pay the electric company or I won't have electricity. I have to go to the food store to buy groceries to eat and to feed my family, or we will starve to death. I have to pay for medical insurance so that if something happens, we're protected. Auto insurance. Because what if there's a car accident? I have to buy gas. I can't just make gas on my own. I can't just make oil to heat my house. We are stuck because the only way that we will be unstuck is if every human being decided to do the exact same thing. Stop moving, stop driving, stop traveling, give up your vehicles, live on a commune. But other than that, there's no way we are getting out of this abusive relationship. And we predicted that this was going to happen and nobody listened. And now it's happening. And I just spent almost $4 a gallon for gas. And guess what? Oh, well, because I'm in my car, because I have to drive places today. I have shit to do today. So it doesn't matter if the gas was $8 a gallon. I still have to buy gas. And they know that we have to buy gas. We're cogs in a wheel, all of us. Working and working and working, and we're paying the government so much money to take care of us. We're buying things that we don't need. We're paying for things that we never asked for. And the things that we really, really need are not available to us. So we are stuck in this abusive relationship. And there is no place for us to go.
$1,500 rent is why people's grannies are sitting at the bus stop with their suitcases. Yeah, because their disability, their pensions no longer can cover their rent and their bills. It's not just young people who are too lazy to work. I rarely see young people on the street. It's all elderly and disabled people. They're clean.
Yeah, it's getting rough. Bless you, bless you, bless you, Robin. Hang in there. Don, another perspective. Shout out to Freak. Bless you, Dana. Let's see who else here. What do we got?
Here's a brief summary of some of the latest developments this week in Palestine and Lebanon. In Gaza, 8 Palestinians were killed and nearly 30 were wounded in Israeli attacks over a 24-hour period between Tuesday and Wednesday, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. On Tuesday night, at least 5 Palestinians were killed in an Israeli strike on the beach refugee camp in Gaza City.
Brilliant.
The Electronic Intifada's contributor, photojournalist Mohammed Assad, posted this report to his social media from the funeral march in the beach camp on Wednesday.
Really a ceasefire agreement in Gaza. There is a false image among the people around the world that ceasefire is in place in Gaza, but in reality, what's happening only reduction of the intensity of the violence. Instead of killing 100 of 200 Palestinians in the day, Israeli forces are now killing between 5 and 10 Palestinians daily. The heartbreaking scenes and continuous funerals are happening every day. Children are being killed, women are being killed, and young are being killed. Mothers crying over their children and loved ones, and not an exception. It is a daily reality. This is also happening among the rising tensions in the Middle East, particularly related to the Iran front. As the global attention shifts to other regions, Israeli forces are taking advantage of this and continue to carry out these violations on a daily basis.
That was Mohammed Assad in Gaza. Just hours before Tuesday's attack on the beach refugee camp, Israel carried out a strike on a vehicle in Gaza City, killing a police officer and 3 bystanders, one of whom was a 3-year-old boy, Yahya al-Malahi. Reporter Saad Hezbollah captured footage of Yahya's father, Mukhlis al-Malahi, in agonizing shock and grief, cradling the body of his toddler whose head is split in half, with blood all over both of their clothes. He told reporters that they were leaving a relative's wedding when an Israeli plane attacked the police car. The boy's cousin told Reuters, quote, "What is his fault? What is his crime? He should be wearing a wedding suit at his cousin's today, but instead he wore a shroud stained with blood." Israeli fire also killed a 14-year-old child, Ahmed Halawa, near Jabalia in the north, according to health ministry officials. On Monday, April 13th, Israeli forces bombed a cafe in Gaza City, targeting Palestinians who were sitting inside. Reporter Mahmoud Shalha covered the scene as people pulled bodies from the rubble by hand. In northern Gaza, 10-year-old Abdullah Dawas was shot in the head and killed by an Israeli quadcopter drone on April 11th, according to reporter Maha Husseini.
Wait, a fucking helicopter, drone murdered this child.
10-year-old Abdis from the rubble by hand. In northern Gaza, 10-year-old Abdullah Dawas was shot in the head and killed by an Israeli quadcopter drone on April 11th, according to reporter Maha.
A quadcopter drone murdered a 10-year-old child.
Husseini. Husseini said that
Thanks to Israel.
At least 8 Palestinians had been killed in a series of Israeli attacks across Gaza on Sunday. On April 10th, at least 6 Palestinians were killed in an Israeli airstrike on the Burej refugee camp in central Gaza.
Anyway, Jesus, god damn. It's the satanic death cult. That's what we're dealing with here. We do have to be strong mentally and spiritually and physically and all that shit. You know? What do you guys think?
They told you this was freedom. They told you this was the dream. But from across the ocean, even we can see through the screen. Open your eyes, America. The brick is already cracked. Why are you paying so much in taxes? Where does the money go? They build their walls, they buy their yachts, but your bills just grow and grow. Why are you paying so much in taxes? Who's counting all your coins while you work 3 jobs to feed your kids? Somebody else joins the winning side. Wake up, open your eyes. Yeah. Wake up, open your eyes. Yeah. You live live in the richest land on earth, but can't afford to get sick. You graduate with a mountain of debt while they play politics. A man sits high in a cushioned chair, never missed a single meal, signing papers that cut your rights. Tell me, how does that feel? They print the money, they raise the rates until you it's your fault. They tax your income, tax your home, tax the food inside your vault. The ones who make the highest call pay the lowest dues. You're watching that game on a broken screen and still singing that blues. They shake your hand at election time, smile wide for the camera flash. Then the moment the ballot box is closed, they're swimming in your cash.
Jesus, all right. Yeah. Oh man. I know. What is the deal? You know who I hated any more than Trump is Netanyahu. He's the only one I hate more than Trump. And I tell you what, Trump, I'm about to start hating him even worse than him, because it's getting insane. It's like we're gonna have to get together, Dana, and fucking Trump pay. You will pay Trump anyway. I don't know, man. Shit. What the hell, man? Yeah, we'll fucking snatch them both up and rip their faces off. We'll gladly rip their faces off. I'll steal their teeth too if they have any good teeth. Fake ones, I'll use them. Just kidding. Wish I had one of those grills with the fake teeth and the gold or something. At least I could pretend. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, let's see this real quick.
Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and everything that we've been talking about for so long is coming to fruition right now. The Great Reset agenda, the full scale of it, is being rolled out in real time, and we are living through a very historic period here as we see massive shortages. Wheat spread blows out as drought chaos plagues America's breadbasket. Of course, we've been talking about this as well as with the Strait of Hormuz and the DHL CEO warning of a prolonged energy shock that could push the global economy to a tipping point. Well, it's a good thing that they're rolling out perfectly, by the way, in the same exact time as this, the same time frame, and this has been planned for years, the new system of UBI, digital IDs, social credits, etc. In fact, the Canadian government has already been rolling out social credit for quite some time, as has the UK, as has the European Union, and of course with the United States with their 5-year social
bank accounts linked to obedience scores, kind of like they already did back in Canada when they didn't like the truckers protesting. They just shut up their banks. The government did. Talk about evil. Hang them all, I say. I say hang everybody in government right now. Fucking execute every one of these traitors to humanity. Parasites.
social media history mandate to enter the country. And Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, has something interesting to say about this.
New jobs will be created, but old jobs will be lost. And the question is, what happens to the people in those jobs? Are they ready for the new jobs? How do you get them ready for the new jobs? And look, the lesson of previous industrial revolution.
Anyway, I don't want to. This is such mental illness. Sorry. Let's see.
We do not hate you, people of the West. We see you through the smoke of what they call progress. We have watched from across the ocean, from behind their walls. And what we see is a people who deserve better than what rules them. This is not a war cry. This is a wake-up call. Open your eyes, brothers and sisters. The hands that wave your flag are not the hands that hold you. Listen. We love Americans. We love your soul. The land of dreamers. The brave, the bold. But something sits on top of you. Dressed in your name. Spending your children's blood. Like a game. We love Americans. Oh, yes, we do. But the ones who speak for you don't speak for you. Wake up, before the morning's gone. They built the cage so slow. You thought it was your home? Yeah, they hand you left and right like two halves of a lie. Different faces, different voices, same agenda inside. One wears a blue suit, one wears a red tie. But behind closed doors, they shake hands and divide. The taxes from your table fund the war you never chose. They name it liberation, but it's oil. Everyone knows. They call us terrorists on the television screen, while the real terrorism wears a suit and gets a pension in a dream. They sell your children futures built on manufactured debt. They send those very children off to wars they'll soon forget. And when the coffins come home, draped in stars and stripes, nobody on that podium is losing sleep at night. The media machine spins before the body hits the ground. A new enemy is needed every time the polls come down. We watched it from Tehran, from Kabul, from Baghdad too. The ones they demonize were people just like you. They said we hate your freedom, but your freedom is our dream. We read your constitution, we know what those words mean. It's the ones who wrote the speeches and then buried what they said, who turned that sacred document into a tool of dread. We love Americans. We love your soul. The land of dreamers. The brave, the bold. But something sits on top of you. Dressed in your name. Spending your children's blood like a game. We love Americans. Oh, yes, we do. But the ones who speak for you don't speak for you. Wake up. Before the morning's gone. They built the cage so slow. You thought it was your home. The billionaire who funds the law and writes the law himself. The pharmaceutical machine that keeps you sick for profit and for wealth. The school that teaches history with chapters torn away, so you never ask the question, who really made it this way? They gave you social media so you argue with your neighbor while they sign the deals in secret, taking everything you labored. Left versus right, black versus white, they need you divided. Because a united people's the only thing they've ever dreaded. They sanctioned us, they bombed us, they painted us as beasts. But the ordinary American was never at that feast. You were working double shifts while they were working diplomats. You were counting grocery bills while they were counting combat stats. We don't confuse the empire with the people that it rules. History is full of kings who turn their own into their tools. Your founding fathers warned you. Yes, they wrote it clear. That power concentrated is the thing that you should fear. That foreign wars and secret deals and banks too big to name. Where the very seeds of tyranny dressed up in freedom's frame. And now we watch across the sea and wonder, do they know? Do the people of that nation see the curtain and the show? We've lost our brothers, lost our sisters, lost our skies to their machines. But we separate the people from the politics and schemes. Because hatred is their weapon, love is ours to wield, and truth is the only armor that...
Oh, wow, that's a long one. My bad, but yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you. Another perspective. I love you and bless you. Dana, Freak, shout out to everybody. Don, Tom, Robin. What else? Murphlaw. Who else? How else? Who else is up in here? We chilling. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Well, look, I know that at least us, this group of people right here, the Feeding Side crew, I know we want a better world for everybody. I know that because we're not psychopaths. Anyway, Jesus. Oh, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all. I love you so much. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one here soon. You can always email me at meltologyprofessor@protonmail.com. And yeah. I'm just trying to fucking hang in there, trying to heal the vessel and de-age. And can't thank you enough, Dana. And another perspective. Fiona, love you. Love you guys. Thank you guys very much. Talk to you soon, real soon. Cheers, Tom. Cheers, buddy, and all of you. Cheers to the Phoenix Side Crew.